This is the update that I promised you guys yesterday. We're going to talk a second about online drum education. Just in general, I want to just discuss it. In the comments section, that's my question for you. Put down there your biggest problem with online drum education as it stands. Is it the way that you interact with the teacher? Is it that you just can't teach yourself? Is it that there's no testing procedures? Put that in the comments section and let's start a discussion on it. I sat down about a month ago and was really struggling with what exactly was my point online? What was I doing with the lessons that specifically I do for my site, stream for my site? I felt like something was missing, so I started listing my biggest issues with online education. Since I'm a teacher, I thought, hey, I may be able to fix some of these. And I began to come up with a recurring theme. And that recurring theme is a lot of online education is unorganized and it's not testable. So there's no assessment methods for you. And I had a real problem with that because when I went to university, I could assess myself. I knew, hey, I got this goal I'm going for. I could go, bam, page 2, done. Whereas online, it seems like wherever you go for education, this isn't knocking any other sites. There's some great sites out there, but it's unorganized. They throw you into these lessons, and if you have questions, you can contact, but at the same time, there's no organized way to assess how you're doing. Well, I wanted to change that, and so I've been bullheaded for the past month, and I've been kind of absent from the channel because of the extra work I've been putting in. We've completely revamped the site, completely revamped the purpose of Steven's Drum Shed, and I kind of wanted to share with you the video that I made to give you just the info on the site about what the new features are. And it's going to be guided specifically by being organized, being goal-specific, and every lesson on the site has an assessment goal. So in other words, you can test yourself and know, I'm at the beginner's level in this lesson. I've tested out of this lesson, I can move on. And if you're into certain topics, we have student tracks now, 21 of them. You wanna learn the mambo, 15 lessons on the mambo, a video that explains how to go through that track, and then a test you can either give yourself, have somebody else give you, or send a video in to me, and I'll assess how you're doing. I've been here on YouTube for 3.5 years, uploading over 100 lessons every year consistently. And so now I want to move it to the next level. If you're interested in seeing exactly what all that is, then continue watching the video. If not, there'll be more lessons next week. Don't worry about it. I'm excited about the direction we're taking. Whether you're a beginner that's just picked up the sticks and is looking to learn the basics of drumming, or you're an experienced player that's looking to grow your skills in different ways, you're in the right place. We pride ourselves on being a leader in organized online video drum instruction. We upload over 10 hours of new material every month to the site that's available to you 24/7. Now, we don't believe in just throwing you in to a bunch of random lessons and letting you pick whatever topic you want. We have organized plans that let you decide, I want to study this topic, and then not only that, we have testing criteria for that plan. Every lesson on this site comes with an assessment, so you'll know what level you're at with that lesson and when you're done with that lesson. With over 10 hours of new content being uploaded every month, over 2.5 hours every week, that's plenty to keep your playing fresh. They're available to you all day, every day, in both standard definition and high definition. Now, online drum instruction needs a couple of things. It needs organization and it needs testing, as well as it needs to be decent instruction. It needs to be good information. So here we've divided it up into 2 areas. Area 1 is the lessons area. In that area, you have several options. The first option, you can go freestyle. You can look at any lesson you want. All of them are coded with a color, and that color tells you if it's a beginner, intermediate, advanced, or for all ages. As well as each lesson comes with an assessment criteria so that you can know when you're done with it. Another part of that is the student tracks. That's what sets us apart here. They're guided and specific on certain topics. We have both, and we have all intermediate, beginner, advanced, world rhythms, and song tracks. You can get on any of those, go through a series of videos, and then test yourself on those topics. Then there's the live lessons. The live lessons are where we bridge that gap with online instruction. You get to interact with me 5 different times a week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We record all of that content and put it into the membership area every week. We'll have beginner lessons, we have advanced lessons, we have practice sessions. It's all different, but every one of them comes with a live Q&A time where you can talk to me and ask your questions. It also comes with a chat board where you can talk to the other students in there and hang out. The song section is one of the funnest sections. That's where you learn the songs that you know and love. You learn the parts to them. You learn the correct fills. You learn how to play in that style and what drummer played on that song. You learn how to play the full song all the way through. We have all genres, funk, country, R&B, pop, punk rock, all types, for all types and levels of play. Now the practice area is where we get specific with hands-on practical application of what we've learned in the lessons area. We have the how to practice section. That section is going to teach you the basics of how to organize your practice time. Good practice methods. They're going to teach you how to go through systematically a lesson and exercises and incorporate that into your playing. We'll teach you how to play along with tracks, how to play to a click track. That section's updated weekly. Another area in the practice section is the art of soloing. I get tons of questions about soloing. It seems to be a mystery. Guitarists talk about it all the time. We don't as drummers. But there's definite ways you can work on your soloing. You can work on your motifs. You can work on soloing with just 16th notes. You can work on your dynamics. You can work on how to create a good and well-constructed solo. That's what we talk about in there, and I don't just talk about it with you. I play with you in there. We trade 4s. We trade 8s. We go through it together, hands-on, and learn what we've already, and apply what we've already learned in the lessons area. There's also a glossary of musical terms. If you have trouble understanding what permutation means, or maybe you don't know what a motif means, or maybe you need to learn what an 8th note is, we have all of that in our glossary of terms where you can refer to it at any time. In addition to those, we also have the student Facebook page, the student YouTube channel where you upload videos of yourself playing for my assessment, and I do live student reviews where you can tune in and ask me questions in real time. And there's the student forum. Again, we don't just throw you into random lessons. We want them to be organized, we want you to have assessment criteria, we want it to be good content, and we want you to have fun with it. So what are you waiting for? Click the sign up button and get started today.